Good evening, everybody, and here's an update on Rusty Nail 2 before I go to bed. He sent me these comments earlier tonight on two of my videos here on YouTube. He deleted them right away, thinking that it was going to get rid of the evidence of what the shit that he's saying to harass me. But he forgets that I get emails showing the shit that he's saying, and that's what these are, screenshots of the emails. And to think that all of this started on Xbox Live in a video game, Friday the 13th, because he lost, and he couldn't take the loss, and he rage quit the game because he was about to die. And he keeps claiming all this bullshit. Oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. No, that wasn't happening. You just suck at the game, and you can't take a loss and move on. So you've resorted to all this fucking nonsense. Like, you are a man baby. You keep creating all these accounts, man. You call me a psycho and a stalker. You've created over a dozen accounts on Xbox Live, on YouTube, and now TikTok, just so that you can keep harassing me and stalking me and sending me messages and shit. Even my email, which people have already seen that. You're just pathetic, man. I warned you. If you were going to keep harassing me, and if I found out you were still harassing children, which you are, you're harassing teenage girls now, on top of the teenage boys. That's very questionable behavior there, Rusty, and you keep ignoring that. Why don't you comment on that? Why don't you come forward and comment on all those kids that you've sent harassing messages on Xbox Live? Huh? You just going to ignore that? So instead you make up all this bullshit about me that's not even true? You sit there and send these comments saying that I'm threatening you? Where's the threat? What threat was made? I'd like to know. Friggin' make another YouTube video. Show your face. Speak your voice. Or are you just that cowardly that you're going to keep hiding behind all your different aliases? Because that's shady as fuck, too, that you have all these different aliases and you keep contacting me like that. Like that's, going to make you look any better. So anyways, in these comments, people can read them. You make threats against my child. Like, you are a real piece of trash where, yet again, you're bringing children into this issue between you and I, two grown adults. You don't like being held accountable by another man, by another adult, because you're a coward piece of shit. So this is the stuff that you resort to. You threaten me with fraudulent reports to Child Protective Services with no proof of anything at all, period. You're only going to get yourself in trouble with this, Rusty. I guarantee you 100%. You don't know anything about the law. Nothing. Period. Just like you lost that copyright that you tried to do on me. You lost that because you had no idea what you were doing or what you were talking about. You're also going to lose the report that you filed on me on TikTok as well, because you have no idea what you're doing over there on TikTok. But here's a little bit of information for you, Rusty. In the state of Florida, it is a felony to file a false report with CPS. Think about that. If you truly had a friend that worked for CPS, she would have told you this. She would know the laws on this. And I highly doubt that she would want to risk her job and going to jail for a creeper like you that's been harassing people. So if this is the path you want to take, you're the one that's going to be getting all the trouble. You're in a world of hurt. You sit there and say, oh my God, this guy's such a scumbag. He's such a psycho because he has 30 videos of me. Well, you moron, all these videos serve as proof and evidence of what you've been doing, of all the messages you've been sending me, all the comments you've been leaving, all the threats that you've been making against my family. To have CPS show up at my house. And you're an idiot for even saying this in the comments, because now if by some chance, some small chance that they do show up, we already know who it is that called them, you. And you really think that the police can't find you, that they're not going to be able to track your IP address across all your social media platforms, across all your accounts? You really think that Xbox Live isn't going to give you up to the police? That Google isn't going to give you up to the police? That YouTube isn't going to give you up to the police? That they're not going to be able to figure out who you are in Florida? I mean, by all means, if I figured it out, They're going to figure it out faster than I did. And trust me, I've been holding back. But now since you decided to bring my son into this, I'm not holding back anymore, Rusty. You're wrong on so many levels. And I'm going to hold you accountable for your actions against people.